Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the BrideScoop Live. It's Claudia, Antony, Zompa with the BrideScoop, your managing editor. And today I have
Kelsey, Underwood, your accessories angel.
And look at us, we look like we're matchy-matchy.
Obviously the telepathy's already kicking in.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So we are, again, at the Hotel Felix today, and this time from the lobby, which is really fantastic. And there's a little bar, if you can pan over, right to the right of us over here. Very cute. Nice little boutique hotel in the Gold Coast. And again, today we're going to be answering some more of your wedding questions. You want to go first today?
Well, first is hopefully we get some more hot weather coming our way. We have, what are your tips for summer wedding guests to stay cool? Signed, overheated. Well, the BrideScoop, we had a couple suggestions. We thought maybe it'd be a nice thing to hand out fans. That's always a great option. You can put them on seats or just have people grab them. You know, provide a lot of shade, maybe like umbrella areas, and then also you can just have your venue near the water by the lake. It's obviously cooler and just a nice touch.
And one of the other things that I really like about using a fan is actually, if you want to be really creative about it, you can make the program into the fan, so it doubles as the fan. It's just like a memo to keep, as well as useful. It has the program on it.
Yeah.
You can do the open ones or something that's a little bit more fun. Yeah, I think it's really fun. All right, dear BrideScoop, my future mother-in-law is serving almost the identical menu for the rehearsal dinner as we are for our wedding, which is the steak and potatoes. What do I do? Signed, disgruntled bride. Well, disgruntled bride, there's not a whole lot you can do, unfortunately. So what you have to do is you actually have to talk to your fiance. You are not the host of the bridal or the rehearsal dinner, so you actually have to talk to that person. It's really not your place to tell your future mother-in-law what to do. So you have to go talk to your fiance, and he needs to go talk to his parents. But the other thing that you can say is that not everybody's going to be invited to both of the parties. So the only people that will know love you so much because they're your family and your closest friends. So I think you should just let this one go.
Now we have, dear BrideScoop, my parents and I are in disagreement about including the registry information on our wedding invitations. I don't want to include it, but they do. Which one of us is correct? Love, or signed, we love gifts.
They were from last, or 2 weeks ago.
Yes, yes. Well, I think you're right. You should never include it in your wedding invitations. It's like asking for a gift. You know?
It's tacky.
It's really tacky and it's unnecessary. A better way to do it is probably if you have a wedding website, which it's getting really popular now, those wedding websites. You can put where you're registered and that kind of information on there. Or, of course, there's always word of mouth. It might be old-fashioned, but it works, and it works well.
Well, and everybody's talking about you, so if nobody knows where you're registered, though, the question will come up. So just let your bridal party know and the parents know. And we also like on the wedding website to have it there because you can provide the link directly to it, so they don't even have to go searching for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Knot is a really good place to start. If you're going to start with a wedding website and you don't want to build one from scratch, they have a lot of great ideas and templates to start with.
Beautiful templates.
Yeah. All right, dear BrideScoop, my parents want us to watch costs, and I totally agree, but I feel that they are being unreasonable and for way too many reasons to go into here. What are the easiest way to control wedding costs, dear signed budget bride? Well, weddings have gotten a little bit expensive, but I would think that the easiest way to say this, and it's probably the hardest too, is invite not so many people. We always talk about concentric circles when it comes to wedding, with the bride and the groom in the middle, and then their immediate family, and their closest friends, and the next family people, and more friends, and work associates, and the cousins you haven't seen in years. Well, maybe those 3 outer layers don't need to get invited to the wedding if you're really looking to control costs. So that's one way. Another one that we really like to talk about is maybe doing an off-season wedding. So don't get married in the months of May, June, October, and look at December or February. That's a really great way. Or another one that we really like is do it at a different time. So have a Friday night wedding, or do a morning ceremony and then a lunch.
More casual,
yeah, a little more casual
reception.
Or even just do cocktails instead of a full sit-down dinner. It's a little bit more informal, but you also save costs on not having all the centerpieces and plating and all the rest of that. So those are a couple of easy ways that is a good starting place for that discussion.
Dear BrideScoop, I've picked out the most fabulous wedding dress and I'm anxiously awaiting its arrival. But how many fittings or alteration sessions should I expect? Signed, Glowing. I think you're going to probably be looking at around 3 or 4 fittings. As you're getting close to your wedding, you might shift in weights, whether it's more or less, it doesn't really matter, but you need to make sure that that dress is continuing to fit you the right way. So going in for at least multiple fittings, usually around 3 or 4. There's no need to go way over that, but as it gets closer, you should have one, and you'll just want to, you're going to want to make sure that the dress is still fitting you the way you want it to fit you.
Well, and the first fitting isn't actually even a fitting. It's really like you're putting this bag over your body that they're going to start cutting and tailoring up specifically to you. And the other one that we want to mention is if you're going to do strapless, which we're actually trending out of, which we'll do another live segment on the trends for 2012, but we're trending out of seeing strapless, and it's actually not the best shape for most women. But if you are doing strapless, please put your arms above your head, jump up and down in the dressing room.
As many times
as you can, and that dress should not move. And if it does move, you're not tailored correctly. All right, looks like